Hey guys, Tennessee Yankee, welcome back to the channel. Hey, today I'm going to take the mower deck off the 445. I was mowing some paths just down the road this week and got into some nasty rocks that I didn't see, so I'm sure my blades are completely shot. We're going to take it off, check them out, and show you how the deck comes on and off. So stay tuned, we'll see ya. Guys, for those of you who don't know, this is Frankie. Meet Frankie. He's a fan of the channel. So step one, you want to park on about as level surface as you have, and then you want to make sure that you turn your front tire all the way to the left to allow room for the deck to slide in and out. And then you want to take your hydraulic lever, put the deck as high as you can go. So my next step, I'm going to move the gauge wheels to the side. Sometimes I skip this step just because I just muscle it out instead of messing around trying to turn the wheels, but I'll do that and show you how we do that. So you just pull this J pin, and then this wheel has a different hole on the one side. Just one hole to go in. There's those. Okay guys, one of the next steps is you want to lower this mower deck height setting to the lowest setting. Mine is froze up at the moment. There's something wrong with it. I haven't taken the time to figure out the adjustment. I just am always adjusting on the fly with my hydraulic lever instead of having this set properly. I need to go in there and figure out what's going on, but it is kind of locked up at the moment, so I'm not messing with that. Okay, next step, we want to lower the deck. I'm actually going to turn it on just to force it down. Sometimes gravity isn't quite enough. And that's it. Next step is we need to remove the front draft rod. So you simply pull this pin here, drops down, pivots on here, loosens up. Part of the reason I'm struggling to get that off is because my deck here is not completely level. I am kind of sitting on my angled cement here, but normally that just pops right off, and where that hooks in is on the front of the deck. There's two hooks, and the front of this hooks into those hooks. And you can see those hooks right there. That's where the draft rod hooks around. Okay, our next step is on each side there's two more J pins that we need to remove, and what these J pins are holding, the hydraulic arms that come down right here are held in with these J pins. So we just remove that, and now the arm is free. So we'll do that on the other side. Now that the J pins have been released, we need to start the mower, and we're going to raise those arms with the hydraulic lever up and out of the way. And again, depending on how level your surface is, how high the arms will go. I'm a little bit off on my surface, so you can see I just have a little play here. I'll have to lift those out of the way by hand. Okay, one of the last things we have to do before we can pull the mower out is we have to remove the drive shaft from the mower. So in order to do that, we're going to pull the collar on the locking coupler back, and we'll pull the shaft out from the splines. I'm going to throw my gloves on here because this is such a messy thing here. And I'm not sure how well you can see it. And it's real comfortable leaning against the deck wheels here. But it's very tricky because with the wheel in the way, trying to get in there. But I'm going to pull the collar back. And then it comes off pretty easy once you get in there just right. The bigger problem is trying to get it back on. It's a real challenge. So now you can see the drive shaft is just laying there. The arms are unhooked and the front draft rod is not there. So at this point, I'm going to raise those arms out of the way, and then I'll pull the deck out towards the right side of the mower. And there she sits, looking kind of gnarly. And again, under here, you can see the draft arms. So now that we have it out, I'll start it up again. We'll raise those up and out of our way. Okay, with the mower deck out of the way, you can see there's easy access to the hydrostatic filter right there. That's what that is off the back. Okay, time to put the mower deck back on the tractor. This time I brought it in the shop. Last time when I took it out outside my shop, it wasn't the most level, so as you could see, it was a little more challenging to get off, and you're supposed to be on a completely level surface as much as possible. So we'll put it back on the level surface. Okay, so really the first step is to make sure that your wheels are all the way turned to the right, and then we'll start the tractor here and we're going to raise the lift arms all the way up. Okay, step 2 is we want to adjust the height adjustment gauge here to the lowest depth setting. And when you saw me taking this off, this was kind of jammed up. Once I had everything off, I was underneath lubricating some of the arms and everything. And I figured something out today I've never noticed before. I was spraying kind of under here with silicone to try to get some flow under there. And I noticed right here and on the opposite side, right here, there's little openings. And that is probably so you can get your silicone straw in there, your lubrication, and get in there to lubricate it. So tip of the day, that was pretty cool. All right, so we're going to lower this all the way, which is counterclockwise. Look how nice that spins now. All right, so I'll go back a notch and we'll lock it in this setting right here. Okay, now we'll roll it under the tractor and notice the position of the drive line. We want to make sure that it's facing the left side of the tractor here. Okay, so I struggled a little bit. I had to do a little bit of messing around with the tires to get everything to completely clear. And again, I think it has to do with the way these gauge wheels are on there currently. Okay, we're in place. I'm going to go ahead and straighten the wheels back out again. Okay, this is one of the most fun steps. We're going to push the mower rearward. We're going to get it closer to the PTO shaft to run the drive line in. Okay, this may be very challenging to film, especially with me in the way. You got to be quite a contortionist to do this part. So I'm basically bringing the driveline up here and trying to put it right on the spline. And it's almost like you got to get two hands in here, which is very hard to do. And you got to pull back on the spline to open it, and then just get it kind of in the right position on the drive shaft. And it looks like I got it really easy that time. So one of the keys is you want to make sure this is the very first thing you do. This is the crucial step to do it, because you have complete freedom of movement here with the mower deck. I've done this before where I've accidentally done one of the other steps first, and then it's next to impossible. So that actually worked pretty good that time. I don't know if you heard that when the drive shaft went on, but once you pull the coupler back, put it onto the spline, and you're in the right position to let it go, it does click into place. So if you don't hear a click, you don't have it. Okay, now that the drive shaft is on, we need to move the deck into the proper spot to line up with the arms. Once we get it close, then we'll bring them down. So I'll start it up now and we'll lower the arms. Alright, and you notice how high they are up here? That's about all the further they go down without weight on them. So just push them down the rest of the way. And now for the right side. And while I'm on the right side over here, I'm going to release these gauge wheels. Okay, one of the final steps, getting close to it anyway, is to install the draft rod again. And this is where being level is a big deal. So it goes this way, so it's facing up. And then just slide it in there, like so. And then this piece right here actually goes up, and it just kind of pivots. So I'll bring the camera over to the other side so you can see what I'm doing. But this piece pivots then, and you pull it out, and it just locks in this third tab right here. Okay, now we can start the engine and we'll raise the mower deck. Now the last thing I'm going to do is adjust the mower deck wheels, and I like to keep it at a 3-inch height, so I will keep 2 open holes. Alright guys, so there you have it, how to put the mower deck back on the 445. I'm going to post some other videos in the end credits here. I'm going to keep the install and the removal video together, and then I have another video if you're interested in it on my deck maintenance, but I'll keep those separate to keep the videos from getting too long. So hope you enjoyed the content, hope it's helpful to you, and if you like it, I'd appreciate a subscribe, a like, and we'll see you on the next one.